Morning, guys. It's 5:47, 5:48 a.m. and we're gonna be flying to Hong Kong in 4 hours. And the best part about it is that I haven't packed, haven't showered, haven't even done laundry, so wish me luck. So I'm here at the airport. The flight to Hong Kong departs in about 40 minutes. And I have absolutely no idea what I'm gonna do there, where I'm gonna stay. So right now the plan is that since Hong Kong is so expensive, I'm probably going to take the high-speed rail up to Guangzhou, stay there for a night or so, and see how it goes. It's just nice that I have enough points to really redeem a room. Well, so as y'all can probably tell, I spent way too much time looking for accommodation and was almost late for my flight, which took a really long time to taxi at Changi due to all the additional construction that's happening right now. For the most part, the flight was relatively uneventful, and I spent most of it just writing cover letters and finishing up some assignments that are due during this week. Okay, here's where the fun part starts. Once I landed in Hong Kong, I took the Airport Express to Kowloon Station, and I transferred onto a high-speed rail train that would take me to Guangzhou Nan Station, so that's Guangzhou South Station. Now, here's where I started making a series of mistakes. The first mistake was that I had vastly underestimated the size of Chinese cities. I had assumed that looking at the map, Guangzhou Nan was relatively close to the city center and close to other stations like the main Guangzhou station. I thought of it like, in London, how you have London King's Cross and London St. Pancras beside-ish at each other, closest. Yeah, but, in reality, it's more like London City Airport and London Luton Airport on opposite sides of the city. And Guangzhou Nan, being a high-speed rail station, was so far out that it spanned two metro systems. Not two stations, not two lines, two separate metro systems. The Foshan Metro and the Guangzhou Metro. So it was essentially in between two of these megacities. So the next mistake I made was that prior to leaving Hong Kong, I didn't buy any data for China. I had made the assumption that, I go to China, it's much like an airport, there's free Wi-Fi, I can settle everything there, and my data plan would just automatically work, right? Worst case, there's Wi-Fi. Well, turns out I'm wrong. Turns out that for my mobile service provider, I needed to, activate data before leaving. And this was an especially terrible mistake because in China, I relied solely on Alipay to pay for stuff, and Alipay requires Wi-Fi. It's an app. So it was kind of like a catch-22, but thank goodness I found this little booth. They have the Canton Fair, and there were people selling SIM cards. So that was a saving grace, Had I not found that place, I was completely lost. I had no idea where to find stuff. Initially, my plan was really to just go out of the station, and I assumed that would just be a shopping mall. Maybe that's like the internal Singaporean conditioning I have, that every station there is a shopping mall. But, I walked out, it's empty. So yeah, I would probably have cried and just taken the train back to Hong Kong, I guess, had I not been able to find the SIM card, because everything is linked to the SIM card. Yeah, so after I got the SIM card, I went back down to take the metro, and I realized that shit, Guangzhou was so big. My hotel was on the outskirts of Guangzhou. It was a Hamptons by the Hilton. So I thought, you know what, decent hotel, decent brand. Couldn't be too far out, but yeah, well, guess what? It's so far out. It's about an hour's ride into the city itself. So by that point in time, I had been traveling since I've been up since 5 a.m. It was already like 8 or 9 o'clock. I just headed to the hotel and crashed. So that's where this vlog is gonna end, and in the next one, I'll be exploring Guangzhou and other parts of southern China.